Middle of the week, yeah, we still lit. Twisting that dial, lock in, don't quit. Hey, hey, hey. Join James and Dan tonight. Screen glow, cold drink vibes, right? Chats grow fat like brake lights. Hump Day feel like late night prime time. Parks on the air and the tabs we click. Maps on the left, get us pop it quick. Call sign scribbled on a notepad is. Ground wave talk on a picnic bench. Hump Day happy hour live. We gon' ride that signal high. From the shack to the campsite sky. Everybody tuned in worldwide. Antennas up, raise them high. Hump Day happy hour live. Hit the stream, let the stress all slide. James and Dan got the late shift time. Hamfests posted in the backyard shade. Tripod legs in the dewy grass lake. Whip in the wind by the old park sign. Chasing that contact, your 5'9". Folding chair thrown, little cooler at the feet. Hot mic talk while the dust breeze creep. Portable pack in the coffee line. Turn that Hump Day into prime time. Hump Day happy hour live. We gon' ride that signal high. From the shack to the campsite sky. Everybody tuned in worldwide. Antennas are raised them high. Hump Day happy hour live. Hit the stream, let the stress all slide. James and Dan got the late shift time. Whoa! James and Dan got the late shift time. Hey! Whoa! Middle of the week, yeah, we still lit. Twisting that dial, lock in, don't quit. Hey, hey, hey! Join James and Dan tonight. Screen glow, cold drink vibes, right? Chats grow fat like brake lights. Hump Day feel like late night prime time. Parks on the air and the tabs we click. Maps on the left, get us pop it quick. Call sign scribbled on a notepad is. Ground wave talk on a picnic bench. Hump Day happy hour live. We gon' ride that signal high. From the shack to the campsite sky. Everybody tuned in worldwide. Antennas up, raise them high. Hump Day happy hour live. Hit the stream, let the stress all slide. James and Dan got the late shift time. Hamfests posted in the backyard shade. Tripod legs in the dewy grass lake. Whip in the wind by the old park sign. Chasing that contact, your 5'9". Folding chair thrown, little cooler at the feet. Hot mic talk while the dust breeze creep. Portable pack in the coffee line. Turn that Hump Day into prime time. Hump Day happy hour live. We gon' ride that signal high. From the shack to the campsite sky. Everybody tuned in worldwide. Antennas are raised them high. Hump Day happy hour live. Hit the stream, let the stress all slide. James and Dan got the late shift time. Whoa! James and Dan got the late shift time. Hey! James and Dan got the late shift time. Hey! James and Dan got the late shift time. Hey!
What is up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8, Papa Zulu November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is Hump Day. Time for the Hump Day Happy Hour. And we got a whole lot of fun planned because you know what? Tomorrow, the real fun starts. Well, kind of. Anyway, shout out to these guys right here. Looking forward to seeing a bunch of you guys. I know I've been talking to some of y'all on your way down. You've been hunting me on the radio. Appreciate that. Nobody picked up that Golf Quebec guy like I told everybody not to. Good job. You know, he's been on the side of the road with this little chicken leg sticking him out there trying to get rides down here. You know, you got to watch that guy.
I pet that dog.
Got pet that dog. Anyway, also shout out to the YouTube members. You guys are equally important. Green in the chat or blue if you're a moderator. And then the ever-changing board, who had no changes. Dan did no work right before he had to leave for Florida. Come on, guys. We got to make Dan do some work. And speaking of Dan likes to talk about chocolate. But we're not going to talk about chocolate. No, we're not going to do it. Because tonight, we're going to talk about this guy, Dr. Pepper.
DP. I love me some DP.
This guy, Dr. Pepper. That's what we're going to talk about tonight.
What
it's Dr. Pepper night.
Do you have your Dr. Pepper drawers on?
I do.
Dr. Pepper
but
socks.
I'm not going to get demonetized.
Dr. Pepper socks.
No, I don't have them. I do have some, but I don't have them on right now.
Man. All right. So the intro music, I had to choose between that and Bad Bunny. I think I made the wise choice. If I didn't, just let me know in the chat. But let's run down the chat, see who's here before we get started. Episode number 232 of Hump Day Happy Hour. and every year I get to say this. This is the last hump day before Hamcation. So if you're going down there, drive safe. We'll see you this weekend for sure. We'll be hanging around the POTA tent. We always try to go back to the POTA tent every 20, 30 minutes or so and hang out for 30, 45 minutes and then go explore some more. So if we're not there, hang out for a little bit. We'll be there. I promise. You'll see us there probably more than other places. But let's see. First in the chat was Toby, Alpha Delta 2, Charlie Delta. What is up? Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie was second with a howdy, howdy, howdy. Our buddy Ronnie was third, Kilo Oscar 4. Zulu Romeo X-Ray. What is up? Kelly Rose with a meow. KI4JAV. What's going on? Daryl, Kilo Oscar 4 Sierra X-Ray Hotel. He says it's windy in Asheville. That's right. Gary Graham is here with an awesome call sign, Kilo Romeo 4 Juliet Golf Delta. What is up? Kent, Kilo 9 Alpha Echo Echo. Good to see you, my friend. KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham. How's the extra going, buddy? Hopefully you're making progress through the material. Kenny Adams, Kilo Charlie 5, Mike Juliet Echo. What's up? John K8 NIV. Good to see you. Marvin, what's up? Up the road from me, Kilo Oscar 4 Zulu Whiskey Delta. Good to see you. Eric is here and 9KDB from Indy. Gary Graham, what is going on, my friend? Scrolling down. Alpha Echo 4 X-Ray Oscar. That's our buddy Ron Chris over at Georgia Parks and Propagation. We'll check him out here on the tubes. Martini is here. Whiskey Delta 4 Juliet.
Nah.
Mike. What is going on? Good to have you here as well. Dad is here. Kilo Delta 9 Uniform Victor Kilo. What is up? Mike 88KB. Patrick KY4AX. Scott N2 TKT. Chris K2 PTC. Hello, hello. I know I'm skipping around here. My chat jumped on me. From Louisiana. Louisiana. How you say it, Paul? KJ5GKK. The Southern Ham. Go check out his channel here on YouTube. A lot of great content over yonder. There a ways. KT4EM. What's up, Roy? Good to see you in here. And from Orlando, Chris Coble. Not Chris is in Orlando, although that would be really cool if you were Chris. Whiskey Zero. Charlie Golf Charlie. We had the privilege to hang out with Whiskey Zero, Charlie Golf Charlie a couple Huntsvilles ago. Let me tell you, it was a time that you will not forget.
You didn't have the true privilege, Dan.
That's right.
You didn't have the true privilege because you wasn't holding a handheld when he talked into the other handheld.
And you felt it. Yeah.
You didn't feel your spirit leaving your body as the sound vibrated through the handheld. So
vibrated from the tips of your golden locks to your big toenail.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome. We are on the road to Orlando tomorrow morning.
And that's what I want to talk about tonight. But before I do, I've been picking on the Canadians for a long time because they keep saying that the toboggan is a sled, the toboggan is a sled. So first off, you Canadians didn't even invent the sled that you guys call a toboggan. So we did a little research because I got a call after our last stream. I got a phone call. And the word toboggan as a sled, it come from up in Canada, but it was by Native Americans. It's an indigenous term. And it's kind of like it's kind of like a work dog sled. You haul work stuff in it.
Okay.
And that was what the Indians called it. Now the Indians also called, Mississippi the Big River. Well,
it was.
We don't call Mississippi the Big River. We call it Mississippi. So, if the Canadians want to continue to think toboggans are sleds, put on your war paint. You're wrong. But
can I play a video that will just sum this up?
But wait a minute. I'm not even going to pick on them though tonight. I'm not going to pick on them tonight. Who I'm going to pick on tonight is Whiskey Delta 4, Juliet Mike,
That was gonna be me.
because she has been the lead push for saying that it is a beanie.
It is.
And that phone call happened to remind me what a beanie really was.
Ooh.
So I got something to share with you what a beanie is. It is not a toboggan. That is a beanie. You would never see that on my head.
Wait a minute now. Let's hold on. The elephant in the room here. $80 for that?
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. But that is a beanie, y'all. So
I need one
for
of those.
those of you who said it, Ronnie, you're saying it's a beanie. Dan, you're saying it's a beanie. I expect y'all to be walking around Hamcation with propellers on your head.
I'll do that, and I'll keep it like those little umpire balls and strike clickers. I'll get every time somebody twirls my beanie.
Larry said they have free returns.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah, $80 for that sucker.
Oh, man,
I can't afford a beanie, y'all. I'm going
I
to
could
stick
3D print one easier.
with my toboggan.
I'm telling you. Alpha Echo 4. Yeah. So Alpha Echo 4 X-Ray Oscar asked a question in the chat here. Let's go ahead and cover this real fast. Do you have to be a Patreon to be included with all the PZN activities? Negative. Negative. And propagation. That's right. You do not have to be a Patreon. If we're getting together and having a little, meetup activation, get together, shake hands, kiss babies kind of thing, you don't have to be a Patreon to come. Come and hang out with us. Have fun.
That's right. Now, once in a blue moon, I do a Patreon only thing. But typically, if somebody wants to come check it out, I just let them do it anyway. But no, when we do stuff at the shows, that's for everybody to come hang out with. Now, if you want to see how awesome we are when you hang out with us and want to become a Patreon too, so you can get more of us, that would be great. Matter of fact, we're getting ready to start running a thing because it's getting the time of the year when I've got to really start thinking about my business model. And we're getting ready to start doing a really big push on Patreons and YouTube members. So you might want to get in now while it's hot. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Heck yeah. And we have fun. I mean, like you said, the majority of things, like say down in Orlando, this coming weekend, if you hear us out on the air and you know what park we're in and you want to just drop by to say, hey, drop your butt by to say, hey, we'll be more than happy to sit there and, shoot the crap with you. So,
if you want to be the first person, I'm not going to say everybody, but if you want to be the first person to come up and have your propellered beanie on and take a picture with me at Orlando, I will give you a month of Patreon so you can check it out yourself.
There you go. That'll work. We had a guy a couple of Floridas ago. We were activating at Econlockhatchee, Sand Hills. And yeah, I can say that actually, Econlockhatchee.
I'm glad you can.
Yeah. And we had a random dude come down and said, I heard y'all on the radio. And I've worked both of y'all back in your home states before and just want to come down and say, hey, I'm like, sweet, dude, come hang out with us.
There was a guy that hunted me today and he was on 15 meters. And he was 20 over. He said, I have been chasing you all over the state of Florida. He said, but you're 15 miles from me right now. Sitting there, wow, well, yeah, I can tell you're loud.
Brian wants to know the name. Brian wants to know the name of the place you activated today.
I'm going to say Chineesgit.
Chineesgit.
That's what I'm going to say. Whether or not I'm right, I do not know.
All right, so the pronunciation on Econlockhatchee is not actually hard. If you look at it, it sounds exactly how it's spelled. Unlike a good majority of the parks in Florida that don't look like anything like their sound. Kind of like Kanawha.
Or are you talking about the Withlacoochee State Forest?
Yeah, Yeah, with
Okay,
Lakuchi
he's
State
talking
Forest.
about the Withlacoochee State Forest.
Yeah.
Actually, it's Withlacoochee. I can't even say it now. You messed me all up.
We have the Withlacoochee River that goes right through here.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Exactly, Patrick. Econ Lock Hatchie. So if you actually look at the sign and make it 3 syllables, it'll work out for you. Like some of the park, I mean, I can't pronounce some of the stuff down there. It's just crazy.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
You're down in the area around Orlando area is known. Oh, what tribe? Help me out here, guys. What Indian tribe was known down in Central Florida? Oh man, if somebody puts it in the chat, it'll jump right out of it. It's on the tip of my tongue, but that's where most of those types of names come from, right?
The only Indian name I can think of with Florida, and that's because I'm not from Florida, would be the Seminoles.
No. Oh, yes. The Seminole tribe of Central. Yep, that's right. So most of those names like that come from the Seminole Indians.
I see Paul in the hat. So in the chat, in the hat. See, I've got hat on the brain now. Paul in the chat. We got him park to park today. Thank you for the park to park, Paul.
I wonder if he has his toboggan on.
I don't know.
Or his beanie.
So here's the thing. If you wear an actual toboggan, which is a toboggan, it's not a toque, it's not a beanie, it's not a whatever the Midwest would call it. I don't even know what they call it. But if you wear one of those when you're doing POTA, you gain 5 DP. Just so you know. As long as you're calling it a toboggan. If you call it anything else, you lose 10 DP.
Oh man! So if I'm wearing that, and if I say I'm wearing my beanie, and
if you say you're wearing your beanie when you park me, I'm going to say picture it didn't happen.
And I'm running QRP, means I'm probably not going to get anybody. That's crazy. Well, what if you wear your ICOM hat? I mean, that should give you, at least a DB and a half.
It should let you hear the calls coming in, but don't get in a hurry to talk to them.
Great receiver, no mouth. Oh my goodness!
It's really funny because I've talked to Dan about the 2 different satellite antennas that I use, and I refer to one of my Yaesu and one of my ICOM, and I don't say nothing bad about them. I just say the good things about them.
Now keep in mind, I like ICOM. I like Yaesu too. I like Elecraft. I like Flex. I mean, yeah. The 4 plaques that I won over there from the plaque event, I did it on an ICOM. But what's my primary rig right now? And has been for the last year and change? The Yaesu.
Listen. People who use ICOMs to start, they're going to be happy with ICOMs.
Oh yeah.
It's until you've used a Yaesu and realized exactly how good it is that you start to doubt the ICOM.
No, they won't have another plaque event. You're welcome, guys. I was just, what did you say the other day? I was just saving them on shipping costs.
Yeah.
They didn't have to send, plaques all around everybody. They could just send them all to one person.
Yeah, I won't discuss the plaque event because just like POTA in general, they don't make it equally fair for everybody. So
I can't guys, that's one of the reasons I'm not big into contesting. Because I know my personality and I will try to destroy the contest. I won't sleep.
I think that's what scares me from contesting. Because these contests are normally 48 hours.
Yeah.
most of the bigger ones. And if you guys remember back when they just when I first started POTA and just like support your parks weekends, I used to go out and stay out for almost 48 hours in the support your
Yeah.
parks weekend.
Yeah. No kidding.
You know, I'd sleep like an hour and a half both nights.
Most of the established contests, the bigger ones anyway, they know that people are going to do that, and they know it's not really healthy to do that. So they actually have a set number of hours that you're allowed to work in that contest period. So they force you to take downtime.
So how'd that guy make all those CW contacts then?
I'm not saying all contests do.
Okay.
Yeah, some. Yeah.
Yeah.
Contesting is killing ham radio. Oh my goodness.
Bad spelling is kenning ham radio.
Yeah, telling you. Look forward to see Chris and Ken down there Saturday. They said they're going to be roaming through there on Saturday. So
Yeah.
get to see some people I ain't seen in a while.
We'll see them. Pat will be there.
Yeah.
Michael AD8KB. Let me talk straight. Listen, I'm going on fumes right now. I even said it during my TikTok stream today. I was like, there was a guy, it was a DX station, and I was struggling with his accent to start with. And he asked me for the park number over again. And I said, 67, and just stopped. And it was, and it was like, I don't even remember what, 3697 or something. 2397. I don't remember. I did 4 parks today, but I just went 67, and Kelly and TikTok goes 67.
That's hilarious.
But I did give him the park numbers. I've been getting some crazy DX lately.
I know. Let's see. Looking through the chat, I think a lot of people there are going to be there. Paul, are you going to Hamcation, buddy? Because that would be really cool. And I know closer to you, I reckon you'll go to Huntsville next year as well. That'd be cool. You gotta bring me over some good, like, gumbo or something.
Dennis, what do you want us to say again?
You're leaving in the morning. Sweet, dude.
Nice. That's awesome.
KE6GAE will be in Huntsville, and he will be an extra by then. So that'll be awesome.
Whiskey Charlie.
That way.
What is wrong with you? Do you know how many keys you could buy there?
No kidding. Ronnie's going to be down there. He's heading that way. That's awesome. Yeah, we know Patrick's going to be there. Man, it's going to be a fun time. So, I did post in drop our Discord link just in case you're not in our Discord for some reason or another. I did post in the Hamcation channel actual GPS coordinates, pin drops to where we will be activating Friday evening and Saturday evening. So feel free to come join us.
You know what's really, really awesome? I'm scrolling the chat here, you know, just kind of seeing who I think might go. And I'm looking at these names and stuff. And I'm going down through here and going down through here. And I look at this chat, you know, and you know, you see people in YouTube chat, and you know, I'm talking about big, not even ham radio, like just big YouTube streams and stuff. And you see people in their chat room and stuff like that. And you know, and the host has never met like any of them. But
Right.
I looked through our chat, and I'm going to say 80+% of the people in the chat I have met in my ham radio career. That right there is exactly why I go to ham shows. That's why I have meetups. That's why, I go out and people one time asked me, said, well, why don't you have a Patreon meetup here? Well, because I've got one Patreon there within 6 hours.
Right.
I go to, I try to condense it into a place that's got at least 4 or 5 Patreons that can go to at least a meetup, and then other people can come. But the ideal behind a Patreon meetup is for me to go hang out with the Patreons. So why don't I have a Patreon meetup in North Dakota? Because I don't have any Patreons in North Dakota. But if you would get North Dakota's a long way. If you get me 10 good Patreons that stick around for a while in North Dakota, and I know that's more than that's more than double of the whole hams in the whole state.
Yeah.
We can do this,
Speaking of Patreons, one that is on the map all over the world, our resident Kevin the Marine, our resident crayon eater is over in California right now eating some crayons. 14288. Go check them out. Tell them we sent you and say enjoy the crayons.
Wait. Kevin is activating in California right now.
Yeah. He was just over in Europe.
He just messed up. Somebody needs to send him a message because he now owes me California taxes for his activation during the stream. And if you've seen anything about what California did to the Super Bowl players,
yeah,
let's just say I would never, ever live in a place like that. First off, they shouldn't even have to pay tax in California. They don't work in California. Just because a ball game was there, they're employed in Seattle and in New England.
I wonder how much Bad Bunny had to pay.
Yeah.
Now Kevin went to CW now, 14057. So if you know the bleeps and the bloops, go give him a bleep and a bloop.
So we'll let him off easy. $14,057 is what you owe me for taxes, Kevin.
There you go. Send him a bleep and a bloop if you can. And if you know CW really good, send him the word crayon and see if he gets it. That would be excellent.
I haven't even put up a radio here at the house because I've been that busy. Like
you don't need one. You got a radio in the park.
So the only radio I've been doing is the park. I am looking forward to next weekend camping for sure, though.
Get that, General, buddy. You can do it.
I heard that Whiskey Delta 4 Juliet Mike is going to be studying all the way down from Georgia to get her last few letters she needs on CW. And she's going to activate a park in Orlando on CW. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's what I heard. Rumor has it. What, Dennis, you're not coming to Hamcation? What are you talking about?
I know, right? We're going to have to leave you like a thing of cereal on the chair or something. Let's see. Mobile Tech studying for the general test. You'll pass it. No problem. You know why, buddy? Because your call sign has that letter in it.
Who in the world am I going to make fun of for using an ICOM if Dennis ain't there? I really hate to hear that, Dennis.
Well, I might as well just not go now if he's not going to be there. That was my reason for going. I don't think Dennis, have we, besides Dayton, have we ever not seen each other at a regular Hamfest? Man, I think about every one of them. Yeah. Besides Dayton's. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. Next year, man. Next year. Yeah, so Carrie and Ray and Mike and the POTA crew, the POTA national crew are already down there. They were setting up the tent today.
Yeah, I think they were setting up the tent.
And they're getting all that set up.
Fox says, I desperately need money for these trips.
Have you thought about, doing other people's like exams for them and charging them money. I'm kidding. Don't do that, guys. Get kicked out of school. Bad. Yeah, gas ain't cheap. That's for sure. And I can't really fly down like I normally do. I got to take it kind of easy in the truck because of the transmission. I might make it down. I don't know about making it back. So James, I might be staying with you and your mama for about a month.
Hey, come on down. That is exactly good because here's the thing. If you're staying with us, I know your truck's gonna be sitting in the driveway.
That's right.
And man, I know that thing can rove.
It can run. Well, I wouldn't trust it right now because of transmission. But yeah,
well, trust me, I've rode in your truck recently, and I've rode in Mom's van recently, and Mom's van is much worse transmission problems.
Okay, I got you. Paul says his first hamcation. Where can I find the POTA tent? All right, check it out. As soon as you walk into the gates, you hang your tickets right there at the main gates. Keep walking straight, and you can't miss it.
Yep.
Just walk straight. And if you keep walking straight, you'll be right in the little food court area, and it'll be right there on your left.
Yep, right there. You
normally, normally it's going to be right behind a barbecue food truck and right to the side of a stone fired pizza, which is if you can do pizza, I highly recommend getting you a stone fired pizza. Or just look for all the people. There'll be big like POTA flags and everything else. You can't miss it. Really can't miss it.
Sandy, I'm going to try to make it out there this trip. It's just without my own vehicle, sometimes I'm just lost on given dates and stuff like that. Because it's not a I don't want to thing. It's I gotta make it happen thing. But yeah, I definitely want to head out there, and I want to head down toward my toy ostrich as well.
Yeah. So Mobile Tech says, what is this hamcation thing? This is one of the big three. That's what we call it in ham radio. It's called a Hamfest. That's where hams get together. It's a huge the big time vendors go there. ICOM, Yazoo, Elecraft, Flex, whole bunch of like Messy Poloni, ABR, Begali Keys, you name it, vendor is going to be there, and tons of like flea market swap areas. And this is one of the big three. This one's in Orlando 2026. The other one will be in Huntsville in August. And then what is Dayton? May. And then you got, we call it the Dayton Hamfest in May. It's actually in a town just outside of Dayton called Xenia. But those are the big three. That's what we call it.
Yeah, Orlando.
Now, there's tons of other ones. There's tons of like
Orlando is
ones.
technically number 2, but I look every year. Is it really number 2?
Yeah. All right. So if you're in Nevada, you still got some good options out there. There's regional Hamfest. There's smaller Hamfest. Like the Shelby Hamfest happens to be over here on the East Coast. It's a smaller regional Hamfest. Still draws a really big crowd. Just happened not long ago was Quartz Fest over in your neck of the woods. It's not truly a ham fest, more like an overlanding / radio get together, but Quartz Fest is a really good meetup.
What's the show they do out in Zion?
Ooh.
Ham. What is it called?
Let me look.
I wanted to make it out there last year and didn't get to.
I'm looking. HamCon?
Yes, HamCon.
Yeah, HamCon.
All right. How do I get my name under the top activator Patreons? Just curious. I'm closing in on 25K. I'm confused about this correction. This correction.
Yeah.
I'm confused about this question. To get under top activator Patreon, that's just a tier in Patreon. So I'm not sure what you're meaning.
Patrick said they got Pacificon over in San Ramon, California as well.
Pacificon's a big show too. It's not one of the big three, but it's big.
No, I don't normally go to Shelby. No, I want
You
to.
know,
The problem is there's so many things that I want to go to, but only so much paid time off from work that I have to juggle between a lot of different stuff.
one year we should make it a point to go to Shelby, Dan.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. You know, Vegas, man, Vegas is overrated. I mean, just my personal opinion.
Shelby's in North Carolina.
Yeah. We can swing by and pick up Dom. Heck yeah.
Okay, he was thinking that the top activator was based on contacts. Okay, got you, Brian.
Okay, I got you now. Okay.
No, they're just named. They're just named by their tier level. You got supporter, POTA hunter, POTA activator, POTA top activator, and King's Court, and it's what you sign up for. Each one has more benefits than the other. Like the supporter has no benefits whatsoever. It's just support. But starting at the hunter, I think it's called hunter. That's whatever the $6 tier is. Starting at that one, that's where the benefits are start at and are great, because that's where you can start getting the self spotter, and that thing's great.
That's the one I was trying to think of over in Texas. Belton Hamfests is really good for sure.
Hey, thank you very much for the super chat. And speaking of donations, anybody who wants to donate to the Hopefully James Gets a Good Deal while he's at the show, make sure and donate it on the PayPal account, which is pinned at the top. That way I could have it at the show if you're wanting to contribute to the Hopefully James Gets a Deal. He likes to look for deals, but
yeah. Brian said you can adjust your log level when you log into Patreon. And that'll make me do some work.
Yes.
That's true.
Let's make Dan do some work.
Yeah.
Go ahead and jump up to King's Court. Make Dan do some work.
That's right. A matter of fact, if everybody would sign up for King's Court, that would make me do a phenomenal amount of work, because I would have to redesign almost everything.
So it's funny because I normally, when I go to a big show, I try to get like about 100 new subscribers to the YouTube channel. And I was talking to Mom today. She went with me activating, and I told her this year that I'm shooting for 256 subscribers.
Man.
And she said, "Really? You think you can get that much?" I was like, "Well, I normally get around 100, 130. And she's like, "At a show?" And I was like, "Yeah." She thought I was talking about Patreons. I was like, if I could get 100 Patreons at a show, I'd be going to shows every day.
Yeah. That is funny. I mean, even picking up 100 new subscribers is that's pretty damn good.
That's normally my average for a show.
Yeah.
But you know how I am at a show. Broken because I've ran around everywhere trying to push. But I really, really, really so you know what? We're gonna make it easier on me this year. Everybody who's going to the show, if you meet somebody and you're talking to them about Parks on the Air, you should push this channel. You should tell them to go subscribe to this channel, because I don't care if they're not subscribing to this channel, they're missing out on POTA. It's that simple. If they're not in our Discord, they're missing out on POTA.
That is true. Our Discord can make your activation when nothing else will.
And if you are watching this stream right now and you hunt satellites and you do not have me in the log on satellites, first off, I want to know who you are. Second off, I want to know if you're going to Orlando. And third off, I want to know what would you like to see in Patreon to make it more appealing to a satellite hunter? Because there's going to be a big push on that this year. Not to slow down POTA at all. You know, it's crazy because I'm taking an easy year in POTA. Not that some of y'all notice. Some of y'all do notice it, but I'm just taking an easy year. My numbers will still be great. You know,
I haven't heard you but like 4 times.
Yeah, because you've only looked for me like 4 times. You know, other than the first year that I did, the first partial year that I did POTA, so it's a partial year. Every year since then, I've always produced over 100,000 sideband contacts. I've always produced over 1,000 activations, and I'll do that this year too. But I'm not trying to kill it. But I'm trying to also do more satellite work while I'm in the POTA parks. If you'll notice, there's been several videos come out of me doing satellites in POTA parks. I'm also doing an activation while I'm there, but I'm doing satellite hunts there too. And it's a great way for me to make more contacts. And there's a video coming out tomorrow, not the normal 4 o'clock video. That's still coming out too. There will be another video drop tomorrow morning. And it's the monthly stat update. And it has the monthly PZ and Stalker challenge updates. So it has everybody's points on there up until yesterday. It didn't stop at the beginning. I stopped all the points they had up until Sunday, because I do the points every Sunday night. So and you're going to notice that the top 6 people are tremendously higher than the rest of the people in points. And how are they doing that? Because they're hitting them bonuses that work me on 5 band.
Am I still the leader?
Huh?
I said, am I still the leader?
Yeah, you're still the leader of not on the board. So if Dan hunts me one time on sideband, and he was in the challenge, which he's not, he would get a point. If he hunted me 4 times on sideband, he would get 4 points. But if he hunted me on 5 different bands on sideband, he gets 5 points plus the bonus, which gives him double that.
What if we hunt you multiple times on the same band?
No golf Quebecan.
No golf Quebecan.
And if you do that on CW, you get 2 points per band. But if you get 5 or more, you get 3 points per band. And that really adds up because there's the same people are hitting these multiples every day. You know, when you get me at least five times every day, the numbers are really adding up. I'm talking about on one activation, not the next activation. So it really adds up. But what I can't get is nobody's figuring it out. Why don't you just hit me on satellites? That's 5 points right off the bat. Right off the bat. That's 5 bands right there. 73, Gary.
I got a feeling satellites are going to be a pretty good thing the second half of the year. I think there'll be a lot more activity in the satellite channel over in our Discord.
I hope so. You know, I started the Satellite Saturday thing. I didn't know how long I would do that. And I said at the beginning, I don't know how long I'll do. I still don't know how long I'll do Satellite Saturday. But right now I have no interest in stopping it. And it's an extra video every week for you guys to watch. And the funny thing is I don't think the same people watches those that watch my normal videos, you POTA people. But there is some POTA content in it. You should check them out. Brian said, here, listen, I'm going to tell you, Brian, there are hunters out there that whether they hear me or not, they'll find a way to hear me. There's SDRs. There's if you really want to get me, you can get me. I had people working me today from their radio, because I know you're going to say remote. No, they work me from their radio, listening on an SDR. So
Dennis says he has all the gear for satellites sitting in the corner. Just hadn't done anything with it yet.
Let's do it, Dennis. I bet you I need your grid square.
See you, Paul. I'll see you this weekend, buddy.
That's right. We'll see you then, man. Paul, you probably haven't got your stickers from Terry yet, have you? If you haven't, make sure and come up to me and get all your stickers that we owe you for joining the Patreon. Yeah, I'm having fun with satellites, and I'm getting ready to start linear, and that's going to make it a whole lot more fun, because when I start linear, I can actually do full activations.
Yeah.
On satellites. So would I just stop at that? No. But would I make an activation video of just satellites? Yeah. But I'd still do an activation while I'm there. I'm not going to just go to a park and do satellites. It's just like the people that just go to a park and do 20 meters only.
Yeah.
There's one guy here in Florida, and he'll hunt me when I work 40, and I'll say, thanks for stopping by your daily contact, because just about every day he'll hit me when I go to 40. So,
is there something like Satellite for Dummies?
There is. It's called All My Satellite Videos, because nobody showed me how to do satellites. I tried to get Digital Rancher to show me one time, and we got out in the parking lot when the satellite pass was getting ready to happen, and it started pouring on us. So it was just all trial and error. Some people make it harder than it is, and some people just do it with ease. Chris says satellite equal November 1 Mike Hotel Victor. November 1 Mike Hotel Victor has been my number one satellite hunter for probably every one of my satellite video where I've added the satellite stats. He's been number one, always getting in my log. Hey Brian, what's going on? Good to see Brian. Good to see Brian in the chat. Because I need to send you a message later, Brian.
Did you show them Did you show them the picture of the beanie?
I did not. So Brian,
yeah,
I did call the Canadians out gently, and the toboggan word for a sled came from the Indians from Canada, not from you actual Canadians. But anyway, for those people in the South that called it beanies, Brian, I did find what a beanie truly is. That's what a beanie is, Brian. So the people in the South that calls it beanies, they're definitely way off me or you.
Oh, that's hilarious. True hunters. What's going on, buddy?
You're keeping Nusty, Brian? Or Nussy? I'm going to guess that's busy. There's a ham on that hat. Let's bring it back up.
There's a little pig right there.
There we go.
Brian said that's what he always pictured as a beanie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, yeah, we got an early morning tomorrow, heading down to Florida.
Yeah, I'm getting up early myself. I'm going to hit there's two different POTA meetups tomorrow. There is one at Lake Louisa, and I'm definitely going to hit that one. Because it's closer to me.
Do you know where in Lake Louisa already? Because I got lost in that park once.
It's at the horse area.
Yeah, okay. I don't know exactly where that is, but I did get lost in that park.
Well, it's easier to get lost going to the horse area, just so you know. But yeah, it's at the horse area. I could probably send you a pin tomorrow if you wanted it, because I should get there fairly early. And then the other one is, let me see if I can find it over here real quick. The other one is Wiki. All right, we'll spell this Wekiwa Springs State Park.
Wakia.
Yeah, there you go. Wakia Springs State Park is where the other one is. That's where T.O. and them are doing their meetup.
Awesome. It's gonna be a fun weekend.
So I plan on going to. My plan is to go to the one at Lake Louisa. Then I'm going to go down and pick up my credentials for the show. Maybe hit Wikia if I still think they're there. Dave will be driving in tomorrow.
Yeah, he's in Warner Robins right now. He's about 2.5 hours north of me right now. He has about another 5.5 to go, 6 hours or so.
So, but then Friday, I'll be at the show. I'll either be walking around doing interviews or live streams, or I'll be sitting at the POTA tent. Like Dan said, normally every 35 minutes to an hour, I'll come back to the POTA tent and sit for a while. Probably complain about my back.
And eat some Dr. Pepper Peeps.
And he eats some Stonefire pizza.
That's right. Warner Robins is Chris's town. So I hope Dave paid, Chris the tax, which then gets paid to the kingdom. But he does get a little cut of that because that is his town.
And Chris, when he says you get a cut, that means take a butter knife and cut yourself. Give me all the cash. Oh.
Yeah, Buc-ee's gets the funds. That's right.
You'd be surprised. I've really, I'm still eating plenty of sweets, but I've really slacked down on the amount of sweets I eat.
How many Dr. Peppers you down to a day
now? Most days 2, some days 3.
That's better than what it was. I remember years ago, you were literally a 12-pack a day.
Oh yeah,
easy.
12-pack a day was easy.
Yeah,
I'm drinking a lot of lemonade and a lot of Tang. So
lemonade's good. The Country Time lemonade powder, that's good stuff, dude. If you want to make it by the gallon,
your arteries will love you for it. I was looking at some stuff called, starts with a C and it looks like cocoa, but it's not cocoa.
Cuckoo?
Anyway, I don't know. You're supposed to be able to take it, and it's kind of like it's a C word that they use to make chocolate, but as that stuff raw, it's really good for your arteries and opening them back up and stuff like that. There you go. See there? She's got it. Supposedly it's really good to open up your arteries and let your blood, it's supposed to bring your blood pressure down. It's supposed to let your oxygen go through better, and it's supposed to help inflammation, a lot of stuff. So I've been looking into that, and I might get me some of that and try it out.
There's a woman who I work with. She swears by oregano oil. Supposed to be really good for the entire body, mind, brain, heart. Yeah. Plaque. Yes. Yeah. All right. So calcified plaque. Yeah. I got time to talk about this. We got about 6 minutes left. I recently got, why are we getting into my medical history here? I don't care. I recently, all right. So I got borderline high cholesterol and I've had it for years. and it's not high enough where they're going to put me on a statin or any kind of medication for it. They just say, eat a cheeseburger, lesser two, and try to get some moderate exercise. So it's not alarming high, but it's high. Okay. So, they suggested I get a coronary calcium scan or CCS or whatever. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah, this is the cholesterol net. Welcome to 80 meters, guys. Stand by. So I got this coronary calcium scan, which is really cool. You lay in basically a CT scan and you breathe in, hold your breath. It takes a scan. You do that a couple times, and it images your heart down to like your liver and the top of your kidneys area, but it does it from the front. And it detects any calcified plaque in your arteries. Now, it does not detect plaque that may be there that's not calcified, so it looks for a hard substance. I did not get it with contrast. With this thing, you do not have to get contrast, which is nice. They don't inject you in anything or anything else. It's just looking for a hard plaque deposits. So you don't need contrast to do that. If you want to look for the soft stuff, you should get contrast. But anyway, they did this thing. It took all of 5 minutes, and it came back. My score was 0. No calcified plaque whatsoever. Not even a needle hair's worth. And the doctor says, I'm really not even worried about your high cholesterol. Just try to eat one less cheeseburger. So guess what I had for dinner tonight?
A cheeseburger?
A cheeseburger. But hey, all right. So I said all that to say this on the 80 meter Hump Day Happy Hour net. If you're worried about your high cholesterol and arterial blockage or anything like that, it might not be covered under your insurance, but get a coronary calcium scan. I paid for it out of pocket. It was like $200, and it's $200 worth of peace of mind, if you ask me. So if you're worried about stuff like that, ask your doctor about it. See if they offer that. And hey, welcome to 80 meters.
So for more 80 meters medical net, see Dan at Hamcation.
That's right.
If you want Ham Radio Adventure Guy stickers, come check me out.
That's right.
Oh, anyway, Dan, I know what you got coming up.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to run it down for you. Tomorrow morning, Dan's going to get up way earlier than any human should ever be up.
The butt crack of dawn.
And he's going to meet the Roses on their way home. Why they would leave this wonderful temperature to go back to the ice pits.
Well, Andy and Liz might continue on. I might have some stowaways that I'm taking back down to Florida. I don't know yet.
Well, she told me the first contact she made today. She's like, all the kids want to stay for you. I was like, bring them.
Yeah.
Bring them on. But then Dan's going to continue on down to the Foxtrot Mima world. And Friday, he's going to be at the show. Saturday, he's going to be at the show. And Sunday for a little bit, he's going to be at the show. Then Sunday evening, he's going to do shenanigans.
It was not.
And guess what? Right? And guess what? Normally, you don't hear me say this, but on Friday and Saturday, he's going to activate every day.
Right.
Because he's going to be my ride to the activations. Anyway, for me, I'm getting ready to go hang out in after chat.
Just because I'm your ride doesn't mean I have to activate.
Well, you don't have to. You know what?
Yeah. I didn't think about it that way.
You can just sit there and
the POTA
massage. You can massage my feet while I'm activating.
You have that little machine thing? Absolutely. This thing right here, James. So he sent me the link on this, and I know we're running a little bit over it. Y'all just going to wait for a minute. So he sent me the link on that because I want something because I got like sciatica, and I figured that would help. But then I saw the price tag on that thing. I'm like, I'll just get Juliet and Mike to do it.
Hey, when I told you I had to finance it, that should have gave you a little clue.
You weren't lying.
Oh, but anyway, I'm heading over to After Chat. After Chat is a Patreon benefit, but guess what? Lucky you can go over to the Top Activator, which is a tier, not an amount of contacts you can get. That Brian's so glad we told us. You can head over and sign up for Top Activator free for 7 days. The thing is, you got to click that little Discord link that Dan just dropped and let me and him know you did it, so we can get you in the room and hang out with us in After Chat and a whole bunch more benefits. So, guys, I will be streaming as much as I possibly have signal at the shows. A lot of those will be on TikTok too. I will be streaming on TikTok, not just YouTube. I don't normally stream from the shows, but I'm going to do things a little differently this year. So I'll be streaming some for you. I don't know if I'll have signal in the main buildings to stream. That's the only problem. But there will be some streamers from outside. Other than that, we'll catch everybody on the air in the parks tomorrow. Oh, PZN people. PZN people. I'm just going to say this one time. Your best bet for Saturday and Sunday activations is to hit me on Friday night and Saturday night. Matter of fact, you better hit me on Thursday night for Friday even, just in case I'm running late. But I should be at early late on Friday, but just to make sure, you might want to hit me Thursday night. I'm going to do a late shift Thursday night just for giggles to make sure everybody gets in there. So late shifts the next 3 nights, make sure and get it. Other than that, After Chat 73, everybody. And don't forget Sunday Shenanigans, my birthday episode. 73, everybody.
Yeah.